Hi everybody, it's Lene. Today we're going to be taking some recycled envelopes, the kind that come in the mail, in various junk mail, and we're going to be turning them into a really cute little tag book, photo album, junk journal, whatever you want to make of it, but it's going to be very giftable. And I'll remind you that I love to give away my finished projects to one of my subscriber friends, so stick around to the end of the video and you'll learn more about that. So I've collected quite a bit here, and the most important thing is that this can be made from any size, any legal size envelope, okay? But they do need to be uniformed. So we want to take probably 5 or 6, 7, 8, we'll see how many we use, okay, of them, and they just have to be of the same size, because you'll notice here out of all the ones I have, they come in all different sizes, okay? So we don't want to use the little small ones. We'll use those for another project. And then what we're going to do is we're not going to be using the little clear window at this point. We might save those and use them for another project. I've done that before. In fact, I've done another project similar to this, and also one where we use the windows, and I'll link them at the end of the video if you're interested in those. All right, so we're going to cut these down to just about 4.5 inches. But before we do that, we need to glue this window shut, or glue the flap shut rather. Oh, and I also forgot. You guys, the paperback we're using, because it's strawberry season in June in Oregon is strawberry season. So we're using Strawberry Delight 6x6 patterned cardstock from Paper Wishes hot off the press. I'll link all of these items down below that I'll be using. So cute, look at that. I've used the 12x12 of this version before several times. I don't remember if I've used the 6x6, but it is delightful. All right, so we're going to be keeping, as I said, this side of the envelope. There we go. Not keeping that part. All right, so I've already cut some down as well. So we just want to have the bound edge is going to go on in the bound edge, and then the little envelope flap are going to go like this. And they can face each other or not, it doesn't matter. We want the bound edge here. And they're all going to get covered with paper, so it doesn't matter about which direction some of them go, if you can use the whole envelope. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a great number. All right, so that's going to be our base. And then we have adorable paper that we're going to cut down, and we're going to use the scraps for tags and for other things, okay? So really you just kind of need to know, like, what part do you want to feature? I'm also going to put a little notch in it, but not on this side because this is going to be our cover. So let's find one that we really want to use for the cover. Okay, I think this one would be so cute on the cover. All right, and so how I like to trim my paper down, because everybody's going to be using, you know, what they have, and I'm just going to mark it so that we have a little border here, and then we're marking it so that that border can continue all the way around, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so that's just going to go right there. And that's going to be our cute little cover, all right? And then we can take other cute little papers here too, and we're just going to cut them down to the same size. Okay, for my envelope that's going to work just fine. So mine is 4 1/4 by 3 3/4, but yours could be different, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut down some papers, and then when we come back, I'm going to show you what those look like. All right, so I have started covering these. I'm almost done actually, and you know what? I found out 10 of these was too many, so I just used 7. So let me show you what we've got so far. So we've got the cover, and I would recommend putting these all in order. So as I said, the binding or the bound edges here, the open edges here, and that you're just gluing them like this, and then you're turning a page, because it kind of matters where you're putting your borders. So yeah. So anyway, this is what I've got so far. It's going to be little facing pages, just like that, okay? And I've got all of these papers left over to do other things with, do tags and all kinds of stuff. So for this last one, what I've been doing is actually taking a little black ink with my applicator, inking the edges, and going around and making sure that there's enough glue to keep it nice and secure, but we don't need glue squeezing out, so we're good. All right, so this back page is the back cover. So I just chose the muted version here of this green one. And I love all the borders on everything. Those are really cute. So we're going to put that right there. We could do it. Which one should we do? It's going to be bound there. I think I like that. It always is good to take a look at the other side of your paper. You never know, sometimes you get a little inspired. All right, I love the little butterfly on that side. All right. All right, so now we're going to do a little punching with a 1-inch circle punch. So sorry, 1.5 inch circle punch. We're not going to punch the cover or the back cover, so that'll be this one. So for those two, you just need to insert that like this. This is why I like these flat punches from EK Success. Those are handy. And you want to just do your notch like that. All right, and then let's do the back cover so we don't forget. Unfortunately, the butterfly is not going to make it. Sorry, butterfly. All right. Then we're just going to apply a little bit more ink there just so it has that finished look. Don't worry about this part right here. We'll give a solution for that. There we go. All right, so the rest of these, you can just go ahead and punch both layers of them. I'm just doing like 1/3 of the punch, and that's a lot of layers, so both hands. And then inking. Okay, so that's I'm gonna keep doing that. It is nice to be able to kind of align them. So if you have an issue with getting them all aligned, you can just take the one that you've already done, and then you're only going to be punching what you just use it to kind of get your spacing, and then just remove that one. It's not hard to punch. I'm mostly just scared of the sound. So I don't like balloons either for that reason. Okay, so yeah, we're good. So I'm going to keep doing those, but we don't need to continue to watch me do that. So let's talk about the binding. Now I'm going to punch a 1/8 inch hole here and a 1/8 inch hole here for the binding. So the binding is going to look like that from the outside. That's fine. You can leave that binding, or you can take little strips of like this polka dot paper. There's a big dot, small dot. This is from Dotted Duos #1 from Paper Which is Hot Off the Press. And it looks like this. And I think we can do something really cute. Let's see how it looks. This is 3/4 by 12 inch strip. And if I had thought ahead, I would have used my scoreboard, but we're just going to go for it. So if we put this right there, then we would have a really cute little red bound edge that could be really sweet. I think I like. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Over here. And if you have washi tape, I just didn't have any red dot washi tape, or any, you know, green or white or anything that would go with your theme. Okay, I just didn't happen to have that color with me. Okay, it's going to go like that. And then we're going to take a 1/8 inch hole punch. That's the smaller size. Now you could do a 1/4 inch, but let me tell you this, a 1/4 inch has a larger surface area. And when you're punching through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers, okay, of paper, it can be really hard. But when you're using a smaller surface area, it's much, much easier. Okay, so consider that. All right, so before we do the binding, let's take a look at the little inside front cover and back cover, where we have this right here, the inside of the envelope. It's a legal envelope, so you know it's got that pattern on it. If we don't want that, I just took one of our little scraps. I'm just going to cut it in half because we just don't need the whole thing. Ink that top edge. I cut it down a little bit smaller than the width. Okay, and we're just going to glue this right in there so that it looks sweet. Okay, and we'll do the same on this side. And then we're going to thread these on our rings. And I have some gingham ribbon that I thought was really cute to put with this. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just do 2 at a time. Come on, little hole. I don't know why I started from the back. Sorry everybody, I forgot to turn my camera back on when I was finishing my binding, so let me catch you up. So we've already got the little rings attached on both sides, and then I just have lengths of ribbon, and this is the color palette I decided on. So we've got green gingham, red gingham, and then some polka dots in green, and then a lime green. Okay, I added the lime green in because I didn't want it to be too Christmassy. So let's add some more, and this is what I generally like to do. I think you pretty much need a minimum of like 2.5 inches. We don't want to waste ribbon by having too much and then cutting it off. And I like to double knot these so that they don't come undone. And then I like to trim the tails to 1.25 inches. You could of course leave them longer like that, whatever your preference is. And I should be using fabric scissors for this. Cutting ribbon with your paper scissors dulls them. So what is that our mom said? Do as I say, not as I do. My mom said that one, and I thought, why don't you just do what you're telling me? Then I became a mom and I understand. Okay. Last one. Also, cutting at an angle helps them from coming unraveled rather. All right, so the other thing I wanted to mention on this cover is that I wish I had done is add some lace to the front. So I think that would look quite nice. So what we're going to do is use just our Cosmic Shimmer glue. Don't need to use a fabric glue. And I've used this plenty of times instead of hot glue. So as long as you're using the right amount, I like to have it go off the edge a bit so that it's really glued on the edges. I don't know that I did that really well. And then I cut it a little bit longer than I need to. I'm going to just pull it slightly so that this line is pretty straight. Get rid of that extra glue there so I can see. Just a little tug. You don't want to like stretch it too much. And we're just going to let that dry. All right, and then on the inside, this is what I also wished I had done sooner, is I wanted to put some little tuck spots in there for tags. And so I just took those extra scraps that we had, okay, all of those little extra bits and bobs, and I made some tags. But I used strips that were like this, and then just put them right there. And then I'm inking the edges using that black ink. And then what I did was I just took this, and I wanted to keep it right there within my area with a border, and then just take that and trim that down with a paper trimmer, and then glue it in on the 3 sides so you have a nice little tuck spot. Okay, so let's talk about tags. So I love to use my little tag punch. So cute. And then it's at 1.5, 2, and 2.5. And I had one all cut down ready for you guys. Yeah, I think it's this one. Just a little 2-inch tag. Just like that. Ink those edges, and then you can start to stack them. All right, so stacking some tags of different colors. This little piece right here, just a piece of white cardstock, and I cut it to, you want it to be able to fit in your pockets. It has to sit on top of those little rings, okay? And I don't want it sticking out too far. So this is 4 inches high by 3.5 inches wide. And then just stacking different colors, okay? Some of these I made into little pockets, like that. Some I added lace to. These are little Dazzle stickers. I'll link those down below. These are Dazzle border stickers. And when you tuck them in, just like that. And then this is a great spot for journaling or for adding photos. I mean, I thought it would be fun, especially since we love strawberry picking. It could be a great recipe. These are 4x4. I'd have to cut them down a little bit and just glue them right in. So yeah, it could be, you know, just something you would do to celebrate strawberry season, or you could just have it be strawberry themed and make a great little gift for someone celebrating your friendship. So these are the little cutouts from the paper pack. I used quite a few of those. This little bit right here is my circle punch, the 1.5 inch circle punch. And then you can just do this. And then we want to just feature that little strawberry. So just fold that in half. Ink that edge for sure, front and back. And then I just glued it right down, sandwiching that. Okay? It makes a cute little pole. Added a little flower. Left those pages blank. And then all of these little tag stacks are different. Using just some white brads. Another little tuck spot. Using that same ribbon, and then a cute little ball of twine that I got from thrifting. I always tell people, definitely check in the thrifting areas of the crafts you don't do. So check your office supplies, of course, but then I barely know how to knit, but I always go into where the fibers are. All right, and then just a little simple one like that. Another little tuck spot here. Another little tuck, little pocket. Don't forget you could put things on the back for journaling. And then the last little set of tags. So there we go. That's the inside done. So let's finish up here. I like to turn it over so I get a nice even cut with the edge. Okay. There we go. And then you could put some little cutouts on there. A note for Sweet You. That would be really cute. Let's use a little foam tape on that one. Some little scraps of foam tape. And then I've also got in my little, these are kind of all little paper flowers from 49 and Market that I've collected. I love that little red one, and we've got to have a little leaf. And then there's a cute little pink one. So I think just like here. And then let's glue that leaf down first. While I'm doing this, I will tell you about how to participate in the giveaway. So all of my videos, almost all my videos, like 99% of my videos, I have a giveaway for all of my subscriber friends where I sort of reward you from watching all the way through with an opportunity for one of my subscriber friends to win the project that I've made. And all you need to do is be a subscriber, like, comment, and be a subscriber. And then you have to wait about a week and then watch next week's video, and then we announce the winner, and then you follow the instructions for claiming that prize, and then I ship it to you. And then you get to enjoy this little book or share it with a friend. So let's talk about shipping. If you want to help participate in covering my shipping costs and you enjoy my videos, that would be great because it does add up. I ship 4 times a month all over the country. So yeah, if you want to participate by doing a super thanks, that's right down there at the bottom. And I also have a link for the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee that is in the description box. That would be fantastic. Several of you have participated and it helps so much because now I can go to the post office and just mail away. So I really appreciate that. It helps out my little channel. Also, YouTube tells me that only like 60% of you are subscribed. So if you want to thank me for the videos, subscribing is just a great way to do that, you guys. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had fun putting this project together. I hope you had fun watching. Let me know if you give it a try. I love hearing when people say they're going to be making these projects. I'll see you in the next one.